I'm simultaneously listening to the end of DJ Shaman's. Oh, this comes from Matilda. The video is from the movie Matilda. Okay. DJ Shaman, who is my co-founder for Undercovered Magazine, likes to conclude his Twitch broadcasts with 50s music for some reason. I don't know why, but this is 80s night, right? And it's 80s night. And he's a little bit younger than me, but not by much. But I wanted to capture this video from freaking Earl Ofari Hutchinson's broadcast this morning that was hilarious. Because he likes to call out my name on his radio show, right? So he does KPFK. He does a show. He does 2 shows. He's got at least 2 shows. One of them is political, because he has I think it's called the Urban Roundtable, which is, I believe, a group of black activists in Los Angeles that are fighting for criminal justice reform. I think that's kind of the focus there. And then he also has other interests like ballroom dancing and classical music. So he has a second show where he does focuses on educating people about classical music, which I think is fascinating and wonderful. But on his I drop in on the political show once in a while, like on his Facebook feed. And he seems to really enjoy saying my name. And I think I love it. I think it's so great.
And whatever's airborne that's not good for me. It takes me less time to put on a mask and take it off than it does my socks in the morning. So it's no inconvenience to myself. N95 is my mask of choice. That's the one that a lot of people wear, and the scientists seem to be in agreement on that. That's the one that will give you full protection. All right, Daryl Mooney. You don't wear a mask, I take it. Daryl, did you ever wear a mask at any point? Ever? When you're not required to? In any venue? I'd be curious. Keith, COVID was a wake-up call to protect yourself in public from COVID, flu, smog, and whatever's airborne. That's not good for me. I think I read it. Jenna Beck, it is not time to take masks off. I wear masks in nearly all indoor settings as well as many outdoor settings. Jenna, I was at Cal Arts Valencia for a grandson's graduation. Would you worn your mask? Most of them in the bunch didn't have it. Leona, cuz I only wear a mask at work because it's required. But
by the way, it depends on how like concentrated the crowd was, Earl. If the crowd was super concentrated, I would have probably worn my mask. I'm not like that peer pressured. I literally live amongst MAGA GOP people in Orange County. So, if I can handle living down here and not, being and still standing up for my beliefs, I can certainly wear a mask in a concentrated crowd.
When I'm out, I don't. It's been seen that you can get COVID whether you wear it or on or off. That's true. But a little bit of precaution, give yourself a little extra edge. I mean, nothing is fail-safe. We know that in this world. But anyway, I had COVID last year and I was wearing my mask. What did we do before COVID? There were other diseases that kill many people. I don't think that COVID by itself kills. I think it was a doctor's treatment that also contributed to some deaths. I think the mandate should be over, and it's up to the individual and their choice. All right, pretty much I think we're going in that direction now anyway. All right, let's walk. Let's walk and talk. Come on and walk with me. Come on, Daryl, walk with me. And I'm not walking to New Orleans. Fats Domino. Look down the hall at KPFK. What do you see? You see a hall. Carolyn Moore. No, I know approximately 6 people with COVID. They are vaccinated and boosted. We will continue to self-protect. I'm walking into the studio now. Yout is sitting patiently by the board. I'm going to pivot around. You can see the back of his head. You can see the board. You can see the clock. You can see, what else can you see? You can see the window. You can see the phones. You can see the what? You can see the call screen. You can see the phone. I'm walking out of the studio. Y'all is probably happy to get rid of me as I'm walking out. I'm moving out of the studio. Here we go. I'm continuing to walk and talk. Carolyn Moore. No, I know approximately 6 people with COVID. They are vaccinated and boosted. We will continue to self-protect. What do you mean by self-protect?
I know, so wild, right?
Explain that. And then you said no. Why would you say no? And you say we're going to continue to self-protect. Explain, please. I'm not getting the correlation there. Okay. All right. Let people know, by the way, that we're doing the Hutchinson report. Let me wave it, Opal. The Hutchinson report, or the Earl Ofari Hutchinson show. I got to get that right. And let people know we're talking about time to take off the mask, yes or no. Your thoughts on that. I need to know. Flesh it out. And I got to tell you, a lot of folk are fleshing that out. I like to hear that. Let me get in the light over here. I think I'm in the dark. Let there be light. Okay, I'm walking back to the studio. Follow me. Jenna, are you following me as I walk back to the studio?
Yes,
You can see the light in the back. Tony B and Pedro Baez are wailing away during our fun drive. We got about 10 minutes left. Nurses, doctors, manicurists,
right?
several occupations that people have worn masks for several decades. How can you, QAnon crazies, believe these conspiracy theories? Very simple. And I can sum it up in one word, Jenna. Trump. Did you hear me? Trump. Did you hear me? Trump. One word. That's how they believe it. Jenna, 74 million. 74 million. Jenna, hello. 74 million voted for him. And they will do it again if him or a him like him is there. 74 million. They got the Supreme Court. They may get the House back. They may get the Senate back. And if they do, even God can't help you then. Even he's thrown in the towel then.
Oh my God, that was so good, Earl. That was so good. That was so good. That was so solid. I can't even. And he like put your face right up into the camera and everything. That was so good, dude. Oh my God, that was so impactful. That was so. I'm gonna be sharing this on all of my pages. That was so good.